So yeah, some of you might even wonder what's that all about in this small garage we have here. All the cars, all the old Volvos and Volkswagens. Yeah, there's also one outside, but that's not mine. That's from a good friend of mine, which I need to fix. So I think he wants to give it to his girlfriend, so we'll see. Got this 440 right here, with which I bought like months ago. Like I can't even find the time to fix all these cars, which has a broken engine, like no compression on all 4 cylinders. I've had the head off, the valves are burned, replaced the valves, but that nothing helped. So I think it's with the combustion rings that the combustion is down like that. But probably use the car later for some friends or customers who are coming here, need to get something fixed and need a car for their daily work. So yeah, that'll stay here. Story about the M5 is coming up. You'll see that in the near future. I got my 94 Golf 3 right here. Still a 1.6, but that's gonna change soon. See, good old baby engine. And well, simple to work on that, but yeah, we have to see. Still have to find a new fender for it. Probably will go with a new one and just getting it painted. Yeah, I bought the car about 6-7 months ago, and it was fun to drive, but then I didn't want to waste it in the winter with the salty roads, so I parked it up in here. Already gathered some parts for it, like we have some new axle components up here, new H&R coilovers, or not coilovers, but shocks and springs. Some miscellaneous parts, yeah. All I did before, like, is I changed the tail lights. They were the brighter versions. I painted the wing mirrors and I put in the 2-rib grille and painted it as well, just with a can, but still works fine. Looks good. But yeah, and then we have the 340 down here. Good old Netherlands Volvo. Still needs a little bit of love. Radiator's broken. Heater core is broken, so yeah, there's more work to do. We have the good old Variomatic gearbox, like old scooters have, or well, also new scooters have. So just with let's say rubber driving belts. I don't know what to call them in English. Like, maybe we can see something from down here. No, not really. It's all covered up, but. Yeah, these need to be replaced too. But the car, all in all, looks good. Not too many rust spots. Just 2 or 3 major spots I have to work on. Like, for example, like down there. You can see it. I think it's good enough. So yeah, it's also still a lot of work on the car, of course. But there's gonna be one project for the future. So next one is the 850 TDI. In a beautiful blue color. Got this project together with a friend who also owns the 850 out there. We're gonna see what we do with the car. So the car is here for like a couple of months now. Nothing's done to it. There's a lot of work on it. For example, we need some new fenders. It has a hole right here. Passenger fender has a even bigger hole down there. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably too dark, but it's an even bigger hole, so we needed whole new fenders. So yeah, maybe D5 swapping it from the Volvo V72. Get one of these cars as a donor and swap the D5 engine in there and see how that goes. Maybe not. We have to see. We just bought it for the color and being a TDI, so yeah. Also got like a lot of parts in the back there from another parted out TDI. Yeah, so next up is my T5, which I got from my brother for fairly cheap price. So still need some things to be done in here, but the engine is running good, except for the idle. I think I have to replace the idle valve up here. So simple to do. Everything else is like swapped out already, and try to check it. The coilpack is out because I needed it for another car to start, because I bought a parts car that didn't run. And yeah, I needed the coil pack for it because the previous owner took it out because it was swapped out pretty early. So yeah, especially the car doesn't look too good. Has some dents and things, and like no clear coat anymore on the roof. The doors are not the best. Paint is pretty short, but still makes the car great fun because it's not looking like a turbo 5-cylinder. It looks like a grandpa's car, you know. So yeah, it also has like 400,000 kilometers on the clock. Interior has been awful back then. It has like full leather seats and they were ripped apart, like seriously. And steering wheel also got those replaced. And yeah, I'm on my way to bring it to TÜV and see what's going on. So next one, the TDI, another TDI. The one outside, by the way, is also a TDI. So I currently got more of them in the garage than there are for sale on eBay. So yeah, pretty good thing actually. But this car also has like a broken engine. So the timing got snapped. So that was the reason why the engine broke. Then I swapped out the engine for another one. We bought like a couple of months back, swapped it in and realized, yeah, so we never had the engine running before the one we used for the swap. So yeah, ended up swapping in another broken engine. So this one is done too. But I've got another one back in the corner over there behind the Clio. Maybe one day when I have time and like a little bit of focus for that. So yeah, also interior is like good. It's fine. It's just also has like 450,000 kilometers or something, but that's in fairly reasonable condition for that. Needs new shock absorbers in the back, but other than that, yeah. Previous owner put some Raptor paint on top of it, like truck bed paint. Yeah. Previous owner was a friend of the one who owns the 850 outside and has a project with me with this one. So yeah, this is another Golf, another Mark III Golf, and this is the donor car for the blue one in the front for this one. So this thing right there is getting VR6. This one had the VR6 in it, but the body itself was like in pretty good condition, so I decided to keep it. The previous owner has done a lot of technical stuff, like swapped out also some extra parts and brakes in front and everything. So yeah, decided not to part it out and keep it. I found a 1.8 liter engine, which was in there before, but this time with an automatic gearbox. Swapped it in, see what happens to the car. This is something I probably want to get running today, but we have to see. Alright, so also the interior is like in good condition. We have some nice leather seats. Get it a little bit brighter so ISO is running up, but yeah. Yeah, interior ripped apart, of course, as you can see, because like I wired up all the harnesses, like wrapped them in new tape to make them look good and work fine in the end. So yeah, this is gonna take some time, but still the car looks good. Has got the little wing on it. Paint job looks good actually, but in this case, the paint job obviously is pretty dirty for now, but that's not the point. Once it's cleaned, it's looking good again. And yeah, I also got this heck blend up here, which is also painted, which is kind of a shame, but yeah, better than nothing. Take it while it was on there, so gonna leave it on there. Yeah, also these two engines, like this one is sold, the gearbox is also sold, and this one is the TDI engine for the black 850 right here. So next up, we've got the 740 wagon in a beautiful blue color, but yeah, we have one major issue with the car, or like two issues. First one being the interior. Well, it's missing the sunroof, but the interior is taken apart from the previous owner. Wanted to part it out, but couldn't get over it to part it out because like the condition of the shell is way too good to let it go. So yeah, we'll see what we can do with the car. Maybe one day TDI swap it or something, maybe a bigger engine. I've got a front axle from a 960 left, so I can throw some of these white block engines in there, like these ones. The Volvo gasoline engines from the early or late 90s, early 2000s. So because yeah, the second problem underneath there is a missing engine one. All right. Yep, there it is, empty engine bay. Nothing to see in here. Yeah, so we needed the engine, gearbox. As I said, got the front axle from a 960, so I can swap in the white blocks. Maybe this, maybe something different. Maybe get a whole parts car and put the original drivetrain into there and sell it as all. I don't know. Haven't got too much love left for the car because I don't know, it's like just something standing in the corner there. And yeah, so this Clio right here, it's also from the friend who has the 850 outside. It's current girlfriend's car. Also engine damaged, like no combustion on the first 3 and only 6 bar on the 4th. So no, have to get it out and swap it out for a new one, and yeah, that'll be good. It's pretty easy to work on these cars, even though they're pretty modern already, 2011 one. But as well on the BMW right here, it is also fairly easy to work on it. If you're a mechanic and used to like even older cars, it's still simple to work on these ones. Gotta know some tweaks about like you can't mount the wheels with the impact driver because you might damage the brake disc and something. So you just have to know these kind of tweaks. But other than that, it's fairly easy, fairly straightforward. All the bolts are the same, plugs are the same, nothing special about it. So yeah, it's a good way to work on. Yeah, the car is my grandpa's car, and I landed it on the field. Videos coming up, so yeah, I think that's just about it. Up there is an area from a friend of mine who has his GTI in there. A little bit chaotic, but as well as my garage, but that's just how it goes. Like in here we do have some parts of some parted out cars, some Volvos, some Volkswagen Mark III Golfs, and yeah, got them all stuffed in here. Some doors and the fenders of the garnet red all-wheel drive one I parted out recently. So yeah, the doors, rear hatch, another red hatch of an 850 T5, but which is not mine. A friend of mine has bought the 850 T5 with a V70 hatch on it, and he wants it one back, so we have to see. Like back there, the purple ones from my wagon I drive daily for now. Sadly, yeah, the welding machine flew into the window and shattered it. Good thing I've got another few hatches in there to just straight swap it out and can drive the car. Like some bumpers, rear hatches for Golf 3, another V70 fenders, like another rear hatch for the Golf 3, some hoods for the Golf 3, and some at least 480 parts. The bonnet, the door, and the front mask down there. All-wheel drive bumper from the V70. Some MK3 doors, nothing too special about it. Like a couple of hoods, wing for my T5 in the back. Yeah, cylinder head of the timing belt snapped engine down there. Yeah, it's toasted, so yeah, the camshaft also broke into 4 pieces actually. Yeah, like a little bit chaotic, of course. Like I need some shelves for in here, and yeah. All right then. That's I think that's gonna do for today's video. Maybe I can. Just filming the projects right now. Started off with the BMW, and I always wanted to make some YouTube content on cars and repairing them, fixing them up. And yeah, just I think was a good way to start off with the good old M5. So yeah, see how that goes. See what I can upload. maybe you can tell me what you want to see, which cars you would like to see first being done. I think this for 340 maybe getting fixed and then sold afterwards. I don't know. Also the M5, family says I have to sell it, so we might have to see what we're doing with this one so far. So yeah. All right then. See you guys in the next video or somewhere. All right, so have a nice day, a nice evening, or whatever you're at now. I'm out.